What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today we got an impressions video for Destiny Rising. Today the closed alpha for Destiny Rising has gone live, and I want to talk about it. But unfortunately, if you guys have not gotten a code, you will probably not be able to check it out, at least during this testing period. I don't know what's up with these other signups. If you want to go on the website and sign up, be my guest. Maybe you get some luck on a different testing period. But yeah, I got lucky, and honestly, I was pretty excited to give this mobile game a go, and let's just say I did. There's lots to say on that. Now, before we go anywhere, let's get a few things out the way. I am not a mobile gamer by any means, so all of my impressions are coming from a non-mobile gamer point of view, which depending on the viewer could be very helpful. Another thing, since I don't play mobile games, I have no quote-unquote correct way to record this, so I am using the screen recording feature on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, so apologies if I guess you could say the quality isn't up to par with what you expect with other mobile game videos. Lastly, this video is only my impression. It is here to not only serve the viewer, but just get some things out there maybe the devs managed to watch and use as feedback, whatever it may be. And of course, if you guys want more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified for when I drop more content. With that out of the way, let's talk about this closed alpha so far. So, if you are like me, a consistent, maybe even a hardcore Destiny player like myself, Destiny Rising is not the same type of game. That doesn't mean anything negative. It's just the factual experience you will have when you load this game up. Destiny Rising is a mobile game to its core. It's going to have those paid to win elements in terms of the grind, and of course those loot crates that are random, and sometimes you need currency like real world money to open. It's unfortunately the reality of mobile gaming, so if you hate that, don't expect anything here to change. I just hope at least NetEase here is trying to make things easier or grindy and obtainable for all players, not the ones that want to pay. Gameplay, I'll be honest, for a mobile game is pretty awesome. Now, yes, it's not the smooth FPS experience you get on your console or PC with Destiny 2, but it doesn't mean I'm not impressed with especially the fact that this is on my mobile device. Like, I don't play many mobile games. I guess you could say the only one I truly play a lot is Warhammer 40k Tactics, but like, it's fun. It's a little nice. I like it a lot. Now, depending how you play, Destiny Rising offers a first-person option and a third-person option from your phone, at least in an impressive way. Now, you don't have to use a controller. I recommend using a controller, and that's what I was using in this gameplay. I ended up saying, you know what, let me try syncing up my controller. And I'll be honest, it was pretty easy. I synced up my PS5 controller, synced it to my phone, and bam, I was gaming away, fighting the Fallen. I don't really know on other factions and things like that. I pretty much played like 2 hours, 3 hours before I stopped, made this video, but it's safe to say that this game is gonna feel weird and clunky, and personally I wonder how much the devs can do to improve it. I certainly would love that, but the fact that we got a game looking like this and having the Destiny quote-unquote elements on the phone, I think this may be the best we get, and that's kind of fine with me, but doesn't mean it shouldn't be worked on. Enemies are basically what you expect so far when it comes to enemy types, the way they operate, the things they do, and the combat flow. That was honestly pretty nice. Since I'm a longtime Destiny player, I like the fact that I didn't really have to look at a servitor and be like, oh, why is he shielding things? This is so much different from Destiny. No, it pretty much, they shield the people around, you prioritize the servitor, things like that. It functions just like it does in Destiny. I think that's a nice little thing. Another thing I liked a lot here was just the overall characters and the difference they offer. I know this may be a hot take in terms of the pay to win stuff, but there are no classes in this game, and simply put, because this is an alternate universe that isn't canon to what we know and love the past 10 years with Destiny. So Wolf is pretty much a solo hunter, the main character we are playing when it comes to the main story. The other player I played, I believe, was Kabar. He's practically, in simple terms, an Arc Titan. So far, from what I can tell, these factors are locked. So if a character is using a different or certain element type like Void, Arc, Solar, it's locked to that, and I think that's okay. It's kind of, I guess you could say, the gimmick part. Like, I don't like the monetization that's going to be happening with these characters, especially with how we obtain them, even how we upgrade them, but it's a different flow in terms of using characters in Destiny that is a little bit nice and different from what we know and love with the experience of Destiny on console and PC. The world too, while it's only in the beginning stages, actually feels pretty massive. However, I do have my frustrations with that world. It does feel like NetEase got the assets and right to use things Bungie made. I know they say that NetEase is the main developer. I think that pretty much shows here in this alpha so far. Bungie just collaborated and says, hey, here's all our assets you can create. You have the rights to do. Here's even our sound effects. Go ahead and make a game. But I don't know. They didn't really build things when it comes to world like Bungie has, where there is a grounded realism, but also a sci-fi fantasy awe. It's really, really fantasy, very less sci-fi, like Destiny, I guess you could say. It's even more of that fantasy element and things like that we see in Destiny 1 with that mystery and stuff like that. It is a true departure, and I don't even know if there was a rulebook or guidelines to follow when creating this world. So, for example, the last city is not the last city. It's called Haven. There is also no Vanguard either. It's different. Sometimes it feels too out of place for my taste. Maybe a knock, but who knows? One disappointing thing, but also I guess not disappointing, is that the writing of the story so far isn't up to par with Bungie at all. I'm not saying that Bungie was great with the initial launch of the story with Destiny 1, but it truly is interesting. I don't think it will hurt, but I don't expect a universe or at least a narrative experience like the mainline games we've gotten. And I guess you could say my final impression is that so far this is truly made for the mobile gamer. The way currency works, the way you get new things to potentially spending real money. This game is first and foremost a mobile game for the mobile audience. I do wish they were able to shake that mobile feel, especially coming from a player who loves Destiny passionately, and sometimes that quote-unquote mobile feel and shenanigans can turn me off. There may be some time for changes, but I highly doubt that those changes will shake that mobile feel, because they're definitely targeting players who have never played Destiny before. They only play on mobile devices, which means they've never played Destiny. And I guess you could say I'm okay with that. It's me having a very realistic approach to what's going on here and things like that. Build crafting so far, from what I could tell, nothing like you could do in Destiny. From what I can tell, there's really only exotic weapons. I haven't really seen anything exotic armor. Appearances also seem to be pay to win, or at least pay to earn, aesthetically wise and things like that. Just know that I guess you could say this game will likely make the Eververse from Bungie seem like heaven. Like, oh man, I love the Eververse story in Destiny 2 compared to what we get here. Whatever it may be. But let's see. It's hard to say how many players that don't play mobile games, mainly play Destiny on console, they're going to come over to Destiny Rising, checking out how much you're going to like it. I don't know, but it's going to be free. So I do say it's definitely worth downloading and giving a go. You may like it, you may hate it, who knows? Only time will tell, especially when things start to roll around. I guess you could say for the devs, I guess I have to say overall improve the feel, but at the same time, I don't know how much that can be done on mobile devices. Also, I guess you could say this is the most important request. Make sure players who don't like to spend money in games also have fun and can obtain things, even if that does take a long time. I know that is a hard ask, but it doesn't hurt trying. But in general, yeah, I mean, there's stuff here to enjoy. There's stuff here to hate. Honestly, when I saw the trailer, I was kind of like, oof. I played the game. I was curious. I feel a little bit better on the experience and seeing what it is. But again, this is not going to be targeted for, I guess you could say, my subscribers who mainly play Destiny on PC or console, whatever it may be. This is a truly different experience, and that could be make or break for you guys. But again, let's see how things go. Again, I'm impressed. I am impressed. I just have to be honest about things. But if you guys enjoyed and found this video informative by any means, be sure to drop this video a like. Helps out the video a ton. For more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified for when I do drop more content. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts. If you guys been able to get to play the closed alpha, curious to hear what you guys have to say. So leave a comment down below. But besides that, that's all I gotta say on this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.